Into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carroll, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Carroll, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the
operating from the gun. Carroll. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's second down. Throwing again. Carroll. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Tannehill. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Humphreys. A gain of 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And now running right through him. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 41 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Carroll. His throw incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphreys. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Operating from the gun. Carroll escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return.
And his guys will get the football. Right at the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Joe Schobert.
Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st and 10, Carroll. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Titans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Humphries.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Carroll. And his throw is incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay one thing.
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike,
From the gun on third down, Carroll. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 16.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Derrick Henry on the handle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
He was brought down at his 49.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline. Linesman incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
The previous play is under review.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Jags grab it. Past the 20.
Yeah, it's
10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
First down, Carroll. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold this.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Humphries. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you got it.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes
you have grades for each position that range from browse available players to improve your team.
Women gon' lie, you're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gonna do with that? Stop playing with it, baby. No. If you gonna do it, don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and
Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Sound like you know. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little pickup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
And that's how we kick it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan?
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing on first down, Carroll. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Carroll's pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. first and 10. Carroll. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So now the Colts backed up to start there. On third down, Carroll. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Carroll. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. To throw on second down, Carroll. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17,
DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll get this one to Pittman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to with a tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Carroll going deep for Eifert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start things out in the AFC South. Tennessee at home taking on Houston. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chief.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Off the play fake. Carroll rolling to his right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
26-yard line.
Now Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, Carroll. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on first down, Carroll. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 26 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Back now in... Looking to throw on second down. Carroll. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the gun, Carroll. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Josh Lambeau.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now down by 2. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it first and 10. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack.
Brissett's pass complete.
7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Third and 7.
He's got Jack Doyle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
On 40 extra points.
And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carroll. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Touchdown. So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take... Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound like swish. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams...
Yeah, say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it. Tell them to get back from around me, my what it is. Really, I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy for you knew what happened. Ain't no explanation, this is second nature. All is automatic.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency. Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zones. Go. Sideline, touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zones. Go. Sideline, touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the...
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carroll. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carroll. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. On 1st and 10, Carroll. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes Kenyon Drake and the Arizona offense to take over. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Kyler Murray sacked. A fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to... And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Jags grab it.
Murray on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards. But then the mistake.
Incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They give him a gain of 37.
First and
obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Flushed out right. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to number 17.
DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
The kick is
a lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to.
first down. Carroll. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 40-yard line.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Operating from the gun, Carroll eluding the pressure right. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
From the gun, Carroll flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Brought him down. First and goal at the 6.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Second down and goal.
To throw on second down, Carroll. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal. Operating from the gun, Carroll escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Andy Isabella. That's a gain of 3.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Kyler Murray sacked by Caleb.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down. Carroll flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. That one goes for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carroll. Wide open receiver complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The score, Jaguars.
They get one more. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Jacksonville, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the work the. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 20.
day. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Carroll. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The kick is good.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carroll, flush to his right. They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept.
On 1st and 10, Carroll. That incomplete. He finds Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flushed out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams...
From the gun on third down. Carroll eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
DJ Chark, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge... Play action. Carroll sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
I can't stand myself.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
42-yard attempt. That's the end of the...
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
This play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for the Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo lining up for
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away?
Operating from the gun. Carroll feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Carroll. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And it is incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they can exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun, Carroll. Fights free at the... And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
It's their quarterback with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their... Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking... I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cracked. Shout out Zaza, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
Day. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup. For you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting him outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
First down,
on first down, Carroll.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper
touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the
well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end.
Throwing on first down. Carroll escaping the pressure right. And Shark calls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the gun, Carroll eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from the 20. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point out.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists.
from the gun on third down. Carroll, he may try and run for this. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24-yard gain on the play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the gun. Carroll, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more.
To throw on 2nd down, Carroll. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
From the gun, Carroll escaping the play, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
To Devin Singletary. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They will run with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 26, Devin.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jared Wilson. He's at the 50. Take off your helmet and give me... And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Complete to number 17, DJ Chark.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw from score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you...
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for the Jaguars,
I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I used to dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't liking nothing. Yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Carroll flushed out right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. On 1st down, Carroll. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 86.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end.
Throwing on 1st down. Carroll. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle to puppies as well. Oh, that was dangerous.
Intended for DJ.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carroll. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan.
Try and throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to... On 1st and 10, Carroll. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover, double and triple, and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Jacksonville.
Operating from the gun. Carroll feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Quarterback sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to number 86.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case,
throwing on 3rd and long. Carroll. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars.
Harold's pass.
A big play there. 65 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Makes the score.
Big time for them. How about
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carroll. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You're going to have a lot to handle in this one.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits.
To throw on 3rd down, Carroll. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards. Operating from the gun, Carroll. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some...
Down, Carroll. He's got a man. That's caught. Left before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Carroll. Going right side here, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Carroll. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
The kick is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Third down, Carroll. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Jags, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's a bit. We on track for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's a bit. We on track for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't...
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On the ground with a tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Titans nothing.
To throw on 2nd down. Carroll under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped it. Throwing on 1st down. Carroll. Looking Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Carroll. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Jaguars.
Operating from the gun, Carroll, flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Jacksonville.
From the gun, Carroll. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill, and brought in by the tight end Cook. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill, and he finds Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Carroll. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And a Jaguar first down.
On 1st down, Carroll escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Operating from the gun, Carroll. Open man right side is Shark. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
14. Jaguars.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like